I didn't even bother posting it. We, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Um, I guess, what was it, Josh? About halfway through the episode, I found out, maybe even further than halfway through, we found out that my voice was like I was talking in slow mo. I had the mic, the mixing board on one like 44 hertz and the other on 48 hertz or something like that, and it slowed my voice down.
Hmm.
I watched it on YouTube and you really couldn't tell. But right now your camera's messed up.
Yeah, it's you focused on when your hand was there. Looks like you got blur effect. Needs to
Oh,
refocus.
sorry. Let's see. I'm not using that camera, so I can't tell. Did that fix it?
No.
Nope.
There it goes.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. I got two
So
cameras, but I only see the one.
Josh, you haven't seen the full setup that he has there that he's sitting in front of.
The three
It's
monitors.
3? No. Times 2.5. He's got 7.
Jeez.
I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. Come on. I can't get this.
There was a broken one in there somewhere that you said
Well,
you
that
don't use.
right. So really,
You don't count that one.
I don't have that many then.
Hmm.
So I really only have 5, and that's counting my laptop screen too. So come on. All right.
It's kind of like the old days when you used to put the new TV on top of the console TV that broke.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Let me put this back. Dang it. Where's our meat stream? Keep that on.
Your video still looks like really pixelated.
Yeah. It's nowhere near as good as it was.
Well, here. Is it still pointing at me?
Yeah.
It's not the angle; it's pixelated and blurry.
Yeah, it was great until you put your hand in front of it.
Well, I didn't mean to. Let's see if I could. It looks. Okay, I'm seeing what I'm putting out, and it looks fine.
Putting out.
That's what she said.
All right, is it fine now?
No.
Maybe you guys just have horrible connections.
Josh looks perfectly clear to me.
I can see Josh just fine. You look like you're, I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Video. I'm sending 720p. Should I lower it?
Oh. I just don't want to get halfway through and then you say, my picture looks terrible.
I'm not
And
using
then,
that. That camera's not what I'm recording anyway.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, someone's throwing
Well,
around.
if that's the case.
Okay. Is the live stream working? Are we actually live?
Oh.
We see like half of Bauman's head.
It's from the upper lip up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't even care.
Nope. On purpose.
Hey, at least he got his lighting
He
adjusted.
closed the blinds. At least there's that much.
Turned on a lamp.
Let's see. Oops, shit.
Sounds like somebody's making dinner.
Oh, I thought someone was slurping something. All right.
No.
Let's make sure. What do we got here? let's see. Oh shit.
Sounds like somebody's making dinner.
Okay, we're hearing everyone, so that's good. Okay. I guess let's do this. I'm gonna hit the start recording. Let me get this our lovely theme song. I'm sure you're all as prepared as I am, so that's always good. Speakers. Did I hit start recording? Okay, here we go. Hey everyone, welcome to Stuck in Beta. I am Greg. With me is Josh and Josh. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, Greg. Doing fantastic.
It's another lovely day. What?
No, it's not.
Well, okay. Well,
it's been raining like for days and days and days.
So let me talk about the rain.
Are you a weatherman?
No, but I'm pretty pissed off about my yard.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they had to do I'm sure I talked about this boring thing. So they had to do a border survey. We had sod put in. Then we had to get a border survey done in order to get the actual boundary line for the fence. Fence was put in. We found out that the sod doesn't go the entire length of the bound to our boundary, so they have to come in and fix it. Well, they came in, I don't know, before the fence was even put in, and removed. They have like this threshold made out of straw and hay, whatever you want to call it, on the side, the uphill side. So literally, if water comes down, it won't go up onto your grass, water or mud or whatever. Well, they took that away, like I said, before the fence even came in because they were going to fix the sod. They still haven't done it yet. And with the big rainstorms, tons of mud went into the yard. So now there's like the sod is covered in mud. And how do you get rid of that? You know?
Vacuum.
A vacuum? It'd have to be liquid.
Rain, man, that sucks.
So they came in. I complained about it and they came yesterday and put up this about 5 foot away from it. They put. Have you ever seen those kind of walls when they're doing construction out of like black fabric? And
Yeah,
they kind of stake it in. Yeah, exactly. A silt fence. There you go. So they have one of those built beside it, but it's like 6 feet away. The mud still can get in that. So I don't know. Hopefully they get back to it. They couldn't today because it was raining all day. So when you say it's not a lovely day, it's really not. I just said it. I was lying. I was lying to everyone.
Living a lie.
Yeah.
That's the joys of new construction, buddy.
Yeah, we had the same thing happen here.
Well,
it's almost the exact same thing.
And once all the sod and grass is put in, then water will flow. It'll just be water flowing. It won't be mud, and because there's empty lots next to us, you know.
Yeah, I still have problems with my next door neighbor. I don't remember if I told you guys this or not, but I was having water coming in on my new patio that I have in my backyard, water and mud. It was like not a lot of mud, but it was just like really muddy looking water. And then whenever it would dry, it would be like a haze of mud over my patio. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Because there's all of my downspouts go like 20 or 30 feet away from my house
Right.
where they empty out. And then one day it was raining really hard, and I happened to be looking out the window in my kitchen, and I saw his gutter was just completely overflowing, like off the side. So it's coming right down the corner of my house. So I talked to him the next day. I'm like, man, I think your gutter's clogged up there. He's like, oh yeah, I wasn't able to get to that corner of the house. I'm like terrified of heights, and it's on the highest point. So he's like, I cleaned out my gutter from like the far end of the house to where I could reach above my deck, but then I stopped. I'm like, do you mind if I get up there and clean your gutter out for you? And he's like, oh, be my guest. So I did it. And, the next time we had a rain, I can see it flowing out. Because I actually buried his downspout too, like about 50 feet out away from his house whenever I had my patio poured.
Well,
so
I'm
that's always going
surprised.
to happen when you have neighbors.
Yeah. Hey, let me do the work you should be doing.
Yeah.
Scared of heights.
He's a nice guy, but he doesn't care about the details.
So that reminds me. So Molly had a package delivered. So shopping doesn't stop when you're in quarantine. She still orders stuff. She just does it all online because there's packages coming every day. And I guess she bought something from PayPal, and her PayPal account still has, or I guess it was through eBay, and it used PayPal's address. Her PayPal's address was still the old address, so it delivered over there. So she had to get a hold of the new new owner, and she went over there. She said, "Oh my gosh, Greg, that place looks like crap. Like he is letting all the weeds grow out. He's it's a big mud puddle in front. He's like it's terrible like that he's letting it go to crap. I mean, not that I was Mr., beautiful yard or anything, but it was still in decent shape. No one looked at it and goes, "Oh my gosh." They just went, "Well, yeah, it's fine."
He's got better things to do.
Yeah, it's doable, but
Huh.
but that's
That's interesting. That's only been a couple weeks, right?
I know. Well, a month, a month.
Imagine your old neighbors love that.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. You always felt like you were the outcast.
Oh, I always felt like that. I hated that because, I mean, the old house had two big trees in front. I got no sunlight at all, so I couldn't grow anything except, hostas. But everything else I couldn't grow. So it was, the grass wasn't that great, so I couldn't do much with it, and I'm not a landscaper or amateur landscaper either. So, but I'd always look.
I always thought you were.
I always looked right across the street. Retired couple. They always had the most beautiful lawn. They'd be out there every day picking weeds and all that.
Should have hired him to do yours.
I swear, one day, so I got home. This was years ago when I first moved there. Probably a year after I moved there, I had all this brush on the side of my house, like sticks and stuff, because that tree always loses limbs, so I always have to put it in a brush pile. All of a sudden, I got home one day and it was gone. But I can't. What do you say? How dare you take my brush pile? I was happy to see it gone, but it was kind of like it had to have been them. I don't know who else would have cleaned it up for me.
City?
Yeah, but they would have sent me a bill.
No, not if it was a bulk pickup day.
It was on the side of the house. It wasn't wasn't in the front yard. Huh. So, you guys drinking anything today?
I'm I'm hearing some background noise. Where is that coming from?
I don't know. Not me.
It's got to be somebody's TV.
How loud's the TV
I'm
over
in the
there?
living room. I can turn the TV down.
What are you watching TV, and
No, I'm not watching TV. But
he
it's a
gives
great
he
movie.
gives this podcast so much respect. He doesn't even. I'm
what's
in the
John
bathroom.
No, I could go in the bathroom, but it'd echo. Summer Rental is on.
He's literally watching a movie.
It's a good movie.
Summer Rental. It's.
Summer Rental.
I mean,
Classic John Candy movie.
it's fine.
That and The Great Outdoors with John Candy.
I can't say that Summer Rental's
Can't
good.
wait
Great
till
Outdoors is overrated.
Oh,
So
whatever.
So you're saying Jackson's eating all your dinner?
Yeah.
Is it dinner time there?
Yeah, because he's running the night at 7.
It just turned 4. It's like 4:07.
If you eat too close to running, you puke everywhere.
That's true. So it's not necessarily your dinner time. It's just Jackson's.
No. Yeah, because they run 4 miles a day now.
God,
Yeah.
that just sounds disgusting.
Yep. 4 Monday through Friday and 6 on Saturdays.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't think I've drove 4
Jeez.
miles and
Does he still love it?
So far.
Yeah. Man. Greg, I'm drinking that smoked porter or
smoked
whatever.
porter
I
again.
had. Yeah.
I've got this Center Ice Revolving Pale Ale series.
Wrong camera, Greg.
Oh yeah, this one. Well, okay. This is for everyone at home. This is for you guys. It is a series number 1, and it's a American ale. It just shows basically ingredients in here: 4.9%, IBU 41. So it's got some Cascade, Chinook, and Columbus hops. It's pretty.
Did you guys ever see the
decent.
episode of Dirty Jobs where Mike Rowe was at a
That
hop?
was. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. I thought you were like going way off subject.
No, did you ever see the one where he was at a hop farm?
I did not.
That was pretty interesting. I don't know if it was on yesterday. Yeah, so it was aired. Well, not aired new yesterday, but Discovery was playing a bunch of repeats, and that was one of the ones they played yesterday. It was pretty interesting. They run like 12-hour shifts, and they've got all these machines that, do 99% of the work.
So on
But it was still dirty.
Not. I mean, as the jobs go that he does, no.
Yeah.
But there were parts of it that were pretty manual. Like when they after they were dried and put them in the bales to be shipped off or whatever, that was kind of a pain in the butt. And then they had to load them from the vines from the trailer onto the machine. That was pretty much it. But the mechanism, it was like this warehouse size conveyor belt type separator system. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a typical dirty job.
Yeah.
No.
Did they do them make them into pellet form or just whole hops?
Whole. They dried them whole and then put them into big old bundles. Like think hay bales, but the size of the back of a truck.
Right.
Like the back of my truck.
Wow.
And covered in cloth.
I'd be interested on so hops in itself, if like us as home brewers, we've used both real hops and then pellet hops because Epley and I Epley has grown some at his house and we've used some of those, but the pellets are normally what we use. I wonder if your typical brewery uses pellets or if they're actually using the an actual hop.
The bud.
Yeah,
I don't know. Good question.
because I wonder if pellets are just kind of like a homebrew type thing because they last longer in pellet form. I don't know.
Well, and you can almost bet that that's the leftover. That's what's in the bottom of the bin, like dust that they, after they're done bundling it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything bad with them or anything, but I
I don't know.
I never even thought of that until you just brought that up.
We should get a hold of Denny and ask him.
He would
Yeah.
probably have an answer for us because
I
yeah.
have a I have a friend at my work that grows hops, and he just does it for fun. But I think he's got like at least a half a dozen or more varieties, and he's given them to local breweries in exchange for some free beer or other merchandise.
Hmm.
But it's in the whole form.
Yeah. I wonder how much has he given them though? Like, do you even know that
Um,
much?
yeah, it's several pounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember how much he said. I want to say upwards of like 20 or so pounds,
Oh, that's
enough
pro
to make a decent batch, a small batch of like an individual beer
right. So
or an individual run.
and he only grows one type, or does he grow
No,
several different types?
he grows like a half a dozen types or varieties.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember
Our
we've tried some of his. Hadn't he made us some homebrew at some
I
point?
think it was his somebody that he knew. Yeah, his brother-in-law or something.
Oh, okay.
Our hop plant out here is going crazy because I need to put a new rope up on the side of my house, but it's like taking over the side of my yard right
Oh,
now.
it's not. It needs room to grow.
Yeah, it's not growing up; it's growing out.
That was Cascade, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, because the other one didn't grow, or it did the first
right.
year, but then, huh?
Mm-mm. Yeah, it never came back. And this one needs to be split because it just keeps getting. You can see the roots or the whatever the vines at the ground. They just keep getting larger and larger.
Hmm. Have to do that. I'll have to grow some over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a really tall end of your house. You could do it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Did you end up buying that Nest camera package, Greg,
I just actually I bought it yesterday,
from
and
Nest directly? So,
yeah,
or yeah.
so I'll get it. I think it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh wow, that's quick.
Yeah, it actually it was so weird that uh like the I got an email saying because I ordered it yesterday. I got an email saying you, your your package has been shipped, and it said it'll arrive by June 25th to June 27th. I'm
Good
like,
lord.
I'm like, if it's just shipped, it's not gonna take a month to get here. And then later that night, I got a thing from FedEx saying it'll be here tomorrow. And then this morning, it said it'll be here actually tomorrow. So,
Huh.
but
So
still 2 days.
how many cameras did you go with?
So it was a package that came with the doorbell. So that's a camera, and then it comes with two more outdoor cams. So
Okay.
Yeah, and look, I told you they recently changed their, I don't know if you want to call it licensing structure or subscription structure. It used to be like $100 a cam, and it got cost prohibitive to have more than one or two cameras.
yeah,
Well, then about 2 weeks ago, they finally rolled out their new pricing structure, and now it's $120 for unlimited cameras for, I think it's 10 days of 24/7 recording and like 6 months worth of events. So I mean, it's more than enough time.
yeah,
And that was the thing that pushed me over the edge with Ring, or Nest versus Ring, was Nest is records 24/7, and that Ring doorbell we had for a short amount of time didn't do that. It was only events, and it had a real hard time picking up events of people walking up to our door.
hmm,
Like if you rang the doorbell, it was fine, but people walking up our sidewalk, it was even money whether or not it picked them up or not.
hmm,
So we went with the Nest and stayed with it. I like it. I've had it for, I don't know, a year and a half maybe.
yeah. There's several. I mean, those are Ring and the Nest Hello are the two big ones. There's several other companies that kind of do the same thing, but
Yeah,
I've got all Google stuff, so might as
right,
well
right. And
continue
that's
feeding the
another.
beast.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. We
a,
finally got our air conditioner installed last week too. That was a
a Google air conditioner.
yes,
Yeah,
Google air conditioner.
yeah.
Well, it's got a Nest tied to it, so I guess you could say that.
Do you
Man,
hear
that
that?
so after that little,
Google.
you and I going back and forth about your AC yesterday. I don't know, like it created like a sense of almost like paranoia or whatever, where I'm like, I heard our AC kick on, and I'm timing like how long it's taking to cool for 1 minute. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh my god, it's like 20 something minutes to to bring it down 1 degree. So
yeah.
now I'm paranoid that
How
ours
old
is
it?
like
How old is it?
it's 15 years.
What's your temp differential coming out of your vent?
I don't know.
That that's the one of the things to look for is your ambient temperature versus what your air temperature coming out of the vent is. They want it. They say it should be a minimum of 15 degrees apart, if not 20 degrees apart.
Hmm.
Um, and our old one was lucky to hit 10 degrees apart,
Wow.
and it would run like when it would kick on just to cool the room for normal temp, not me adjusting the thermostat, half hour, and then whenever I would adjust the thermostat, like kick it down from 74 to 72 or 76 to 72, it'd run for 3 hours, 4 hours.
Jeez.
So
What
we're at
what do you use to measure that temperature coming out?
I actually have an instant read meat thermometer that I just put down in the vent.
Okay.
It works. Gets close. Greg has that laser thermometer that'd be better.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that
but
did
now,
give the temperature of the metal that is around the register.
right, which would give you a rough idea.
Yeah.
So now when it kicks on just to circulate normal, it's about a 15-minute runtime. And then like going from 74 to 72, it was like 35 minutes or so. So
So
drastic.
yeah, you were saying your new unit is bigger.
Yes.
Is
What
there?
what's the brand of unit do you have?
Linux.
Okay.
So why was the and mine mine is really small.
Yeah, we've heard that.
And I've had people tell me that mine is really small for my house. So I'm wondering, like, what does the builder make a choice and just try to go cheap, or like,
Well,
do you know?
normally, yeah, so it's based on square footage. And every HVAC person will tell you that you have a ranch. So, and I have a ranch. They said you base it on your main living space's square footage. Um, and ours was 1,733 square feet. So they said that was a 3.5 ton unit. So there are pretty well hard and fast rules as far as how many square feet get a certain tonnage of a unit. And every one of them will tell you to cool a house with multiple layers or multiple floors. The only way you're going to do it and get comfortable on each floor is to have two units, or to have motorized ducting that closes off ducts.
For a 2-story.
Like, yeah.
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 So I don't know how many square foot your house is, but that's what dictates the tonnage of the unit.
Right.
If if I knew we were talking about this, I could have brought my father-in-law on here. He that's what he does. He sells HVAC equipment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he knows all about that. He already told us that the AC unit that we have isn't the best.
What is it?
Goodman. So,
Oh.
I don't like Goodman. So
Yeah, I've heard they're like the generic of everything.
I think it's what the builder put in, and you
They're the cheapest.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can get, and also you know we didn't get a two, a two, what do they call it, a two, not two stage, two, well, it'd be two
Like a
units for the
yeah,
oh
you
yeah,
ba-
have
for the first and second floors, but we just have manual uh, dampers.
yeah. So we went with a 16 SEER air conditioner unit, and they say every SEER you go up, you gain 8% efficiency. So the old system we had was a 10 SEER unit, so we should gain like 42% efficiency. So it's going to be interesting to see how much my electric bill goes down if it does at all.
We just moving in the new house. Our electric bill is went down a ton,
Really?
and it's a bigger house, but you could see how more efficient. Windows, the all
Well,
the
hell,
sealing around doors. The
we've said for years that there was something wrong with your air conditioner.
yeah.
well, I don't
That
have to
thing
worry about it.
ran nonstop.
Yeah,
Hey, question.
that changes subject.
No, Bauman. What do you keep your house at? What's the
Oh God.
temperature?
During the summer or winter?
Let's do both.
So summer during the day, the house is at 76, and it kicks down to 72 at 8 o'clock in the evening.
That's
That
hot
sounds
for me.
reasonable.
That's ridiculously hot for me.
What do you keep yours at?
We're at 68 to 70.
Oh
So
my
Yeah.
god!
So we were over. The reason why he's asking you this question is because we were over at his house on Saturday evening, and Lexi and Lori are with me, and they're like standing in his kitchen shivering because we have short. We were outside most of the evening, and we came in to like pack up stuff and leave. The ladies are standing there shivering and like ready to like get out of the house, and
Look
I'm
at
like,
what.
oh my
Okay.
God, it's 68 degrees in here.
All right. Calm down a minute. You're
You
talking
sweat
about
easy?
the two ladies that wear hoodies during the summertime. So those aren't a good sense of temperature. They're always cold.
You know, okay,
And
so
they're both like totally thin. They have no meat on their bones to keep them warm. You know.
I guess that's a compliment.
So, Greg, the question is, do you see what? It would be interesting to see your temperature spread between your second floor and main floor.
Oh,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
have a. So I do
You have a
have.
spreadsheet.
No. I have a Google sells a they're like a little sensor about the size of a quarter or whatever,
Yeah.
and you like I have one in Millie's room because I don't want her room getting really hot. So we have it's kind of pretty even, but you can see at certain times of the day you can see hers is maybe a degree or two more than the
So,
downstairs.
so I'm curious. Do you? Okay, let's hypothetically let's say that it was like a 100-degree day, and the upstairs was reading at like 5 degrees difference than the downstairs. Can you set it to where the upstairs it'll read the upstairs and say kick on to try to bring it down, then the downstairs will be
Right.
like much colder, right?
So yeah, you can set the Nest will allow you to use that as its temperature source. So it'll
Hmm.
take that and say, okay, I want to be at 70 degrees. So if it's 71 or whatever you set it at, and then it'll lower it to whatever temperature sensor you want to be lowered.
Can you do
So
that
you-
on a schedule?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So you could though, like if you put Millie down for bed and it was trying to get to that temperature upstairs, and say you and Molly were downstairs, it could really get pretty chilly down there.
right,
Well,
and
apparently, he likes to hang meat, so it's okay.
Right.
that sounds kind of dirty. So I don't. I like it cold. I'm sorry. It's what I like.
don't think I ever remember that about you. You used to like keep it in the 70s.
No, well, like okay,
He's gone through the change, Josh.
68 to
Yeah.
72, that range. And even during the winter time, yeah, it's probably around 74.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. I have the same reaction on the opposite side because we keep our house at like 67, 68 in the wintertime.
We do it overnight, but during the day it's up to when we're home,
Yeah, I
it's up to
mean,
72.
it depends. A lot of time it depends on where, like
You guys just don't like to wear clothes. That's the bottom line.
it's
Right.
kind of get used to this newer house too to figure out where we want it.
Yeah.
So
Because
how often, according to Nest, how many hours a day is your air conditioner running?
oh, I don't know, it's not.
Like Saturday, because Saturday was hot. Saturday hit 90 degrees, right?
Saturday was really hot.
It
No,
is.
no,
Yeah.
Monday,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we were down at the lake Saturday. See what it was Monday.
All right. So
I guess
TJ,
it is possible that a temperature at your new house could feel different than a temperature at your old house. Even though the Nest thermostat says that it's a certain temperature, it doesn't
Well,
necessarily mean that it's that temperature
a,
throughout the house.
a lot of it could be how efficient the air conditioner is at pulling humidity out of the house too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
that's a
if
good
the
point.
old house was more humid, it's going to feel hotter at
Yep,
74 than the old house.
that's true.
All right,
let's
it's taking him a
see.
long time.
No, 7 hours.
That's not bad,
Yeah,
especially keeping it at 68.
yeah. I mean, and you go back through it, because I mean, we have days where it's on 30 minutes, and then days it's
Yeah.
on,
Well,
3 hours or
that's because the weather's been stupid too.
yeah.
I
So
really need to get a Nest. I joked on Saturday with you while Lori was standing there that she doesn't want me to get one because I don't know. She just thinks that the one we have is perfectly fine, and we don't need all these smart devices in our house. But every one that I get, I love because then she asks me in the morning, "What time did so and so get home
what?
last night?" And I can look at my phone and see when the front door was unlocked or when the garage door was open, and
Well,
I know exactly when the kids come and go.
and one thing, like I'm I'm on upstairs. Our bedroom's upstairs. You are in the basement. So I
Hmm.
mean, if you get cool, well, actually, you probably don't have many. Do you have a vent in your bedroom?
It's right outside of our bedroom in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So I
But
mean,
yeah,
one
what
thing,
you're saying.
yeah, you can turn it on from your phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Josh, I'll sell you my old one.
Oh yeah.
Well, the one
Why?
I'm using now, because I didn't buy a new one with the air conditioner, and I could be talked into one.
well, and they have the cheaper models too. The
Yeah, the E.
the
Yeah.
E. There's nothing really different about it. It's got like a
Uh,
plastic body or something.
I thought it had fewer sensors in it.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I tell you what, that outside unit is about 8 inches wider total than the old one, and I can't hear it running inside the house like I could the old one. The
Oh
old one,
really?
oh my god, the old one would kick on and you could hear just
Yeah.
I don't.
running. This one, you can't hear it.
I don't hear
You
Huh.
ours
cannot.
either. I don't hear ours
Yeah,
either.
Really? I mean, I
and
don't know. I don't know that I actually hear the AC on the outside, the compressor running, but I hear it throughout the house.
outside unit running,
Hmm.
as well as the Freon moving in the lines. I can't hear either anymore.
Oh yeah, I definitely hear the Freon moving in the lines. I guess that's what it is. I hear it like it
Like a
shifting
whooshing
or
sound.
pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
No,
that
and
mean it's low?
I don't know. I
Huh.
had ours checked several times, and they always added or said it was fine. Um, oh hell, I forget what I was going to say now. Oh, airflow is definitely much higher now.
Oh, okay. What was your old brand?
Carrier.
Hmm.
and the heating and cooling guys at work hate Carrier. They
Hmm.
said their build quality over the last couple of years has really gone downhill.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, Greg. You were over here. Maybe you weren't. Right? It wasn't long after we built this house. Maybe a year or two. We had a poker night with work people, and our air conditioner was low on Freon, and it froze up that night. I'll never forget that because it was hotter than hell in the house, and I couldn't figure out why the air conditioner wasn't cooling. And it was only like 2 years old.
Hmm.
It turned out to have a bunch of leaks in the A coil.
Jeez.
I don't quite remember that.
You may not have been here. I can't remember.
Yeah, we just all look alike.
Yeah.
We work people.
All the nerds.
Yeah. Oh, what else is up? What do you got?
Well, those rains when we started out talking about that, I hadn't seen any like major downpours like we had. I don't know if it was across all of Jefferson County here, but
I
in
don't think
Hillsborough,
it was.
man, in Hillsborough here, we got dumped on so hard on what is that Sunday
I said
that
hard
we
on.
had waves going down our
And
street.
dumped on.
Hard
I
on
mean,
and
I'm
dumped on.
serious. Out in our front, out in my cul-de-sac, it was rushing down from the hill, and you could see waves. I took some video and have a picture of it, like almost up to the bumper of my son Eli's car. And then there was a guy down at the end of our street who shared a video of an SUV driving across his out in front of his house, and it's driving along, and all of a sudden it gets to the lowest spot, and it's up to the headlights. Is
Oh,
how high
jeez.
the
Wow.
flash flood came. It was scary.
Well, we have a tree that was planted in front of our house, and it was it was at an angle. I kind of straightened it out, pushed it back down, and
Oh
it had two stakes on both sides with the wire holding it up, but wind took it.
man, it's not
Yeah.
fully rooted, I guess.
We
Yeah.
heard about that, and by the time we came home Monday, I expected to see the Joachim up and running, and it wasn't running that bad. So I think you guys got it worse in Hillsborough than we did.
Yeah, they said it was about 4 inches in
See,
just a
my
few
mother-in-law
hours.
said 6 inches.
Oh yeah. This is like old school Greg here with all the innuendos.
I wasn't quick enough.
That's what she said.
So, yeah. Hey, how's that summer rental going? Is it the part where she's showing her boobs or no?
I think I missed that part
Oh,
because
you
I was
missed that
talking to you
part.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, it's just implied. You don't ever see them, so
Right.
it's a family movie. Come on.
He's starting to work on the boat with Scully now.
Oh yeah. Rip torn.
Rip Torn.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you see the in Germany Burger King social distancing their thing?
No.
So if you are a you know how when you go to Burger King they have the crowns?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this is basically like a gigantic crown. So you see two people standing next to each other and their crowns are touching, but it keeps them 6 feet apart.
Oh, that's funny.
It's pretty funny, which
Like that.
I'm sure people are all up in arms. Oh, this is outrage! No joking. Because
Yeah.
Right.
people can't.
Oh,
Take.
yeah, I just googled the picture. Those things are huge.
Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous.
That is funny.
Yeah. Speaking of that type of stuff, Six Flags is
Yeah.
reopening. Now, I know, Bauman, you're not one for theme parks or anything.
No, I'll go to theme parks.
Yeah, you do. But you don't ride anything.
No,
You maybe ride the I don't know, the moon cars.
I
Or
couldn't tell you the last time I've been to Six Flags.
really,
No.
I love the roller coasters and all that, but it. I understand Six Flags has to continue operate. I mean, they gotta, they're gonna just go bankrupt if they don't do something. But I don't know how many people are gonna go because first you have to make a reservation, which seems kind of nice because the park won't be that crowded when you go. But
Right.
you you also have to wear a mask while you're in the park, which could you know how hard it is to breathe when it's humid and 97 degrees outside. Imagine being with a mask too, at Six
Yeah.
Flags.
Did you see Disney more or less announce the same thing today?
Well, they said, I don't know, did they give new restrictions or anything? They said they weren't opening until July.
July 11th, and they're requiring face masks.
Yeah. I mean, they got to do what they got to do,
Right.
but man, that's going to be that's the same thing, and that's Florida humidity. Disney World.
Right. Right. Right.
Just uh, and you're going to go, so you go to a place to eat there. They're going to bring you your food or whatever. You're going to take off your mask, right? So I don't know. Are you
Yeah. It's.
Is there a mask police that
Oh, I would imagine their security guards or whatever that walk around will have a conversation with you.
yeah.
And there's Disney is supposed to have a mask free zone where you can temporarily go and remove your mask for a few minutes.
And smoke a cigarette?
Right. Right. Put the smokers and the mask free people there together.
Yeah. I don't know. I understand they want to, but I don't know. That isn't for me. And if you go on a wet ride, the Splash Mountain or Thunder River or one of those, your mask is going to get wet. You're not going to be
You
able to.
drown.
Yeah. That's literally what waterboarding is, right? So I don't know. Not for me.
Yeah. It's
And
going to be interesting.
here is a question. I mean, it sounds jokey, but so they say employees are wearing masks too. Does like at Disney or Six Flags is the character in the outfit like Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse? Are they wearing a mask underneath? And then
Disney, from what I understand, Disney's not starting up with character visits, the one-on-one character visits right away.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just imagine. So my daughter loves a lot of those princesses or whatever, and if she got to see them, but then Elsa's wearing this mask or whatever, it's not gonna be. It's gonna take the fun out of it.
Well, and think about the other side of it, the infection control side of it. If they, if you can see Mickey and some kid goes up and sneezes on Mickey right before you go there,
Yeah,
what are you setting yourself up for?
it's got a furry exterior. You can't
Right.
you can't
Right.
really sanitize that.
Yeah.
Or that'd be a little weird. You'd have his caretaker wiping him down with a Clorox wipe or whatever between.
Why is that guy rubbing off Mickey?
Why do you gotta say it like that?
Rub it off. Or I guess it could be worse. They could be having one of those like giant like insect repellent looking guns where they're spraying him down with
Yeah.
they're in a full hazmat suit.
Yeah,
One little kid comes up, gives a hug, and then they.
I think it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be they'll have stage shows and that'll be pretty much it.
Side
Where
shows.
they can see him from a distance. Now, are strip clubs working the same way?
I don't know.
We'll have to find out.
I
Research.
I'm just curious about that. You know, are they? I don't know if they're reopening
Good question.
because they're pretty
I've done
nasty. It'd be the best time to go because they'd probably be really clean. Normally, I haven't been in all years, but could you imagine? They're like, oh my gosh, this is this pole isn't really black. It's
Well, no, I remember, and I'm setting myself up here, but a few years into that time in our lives, when you'd go there and you'd see the next person coming on stage brought a bottle of like anti uh, whatever, and they sprayed it
right.
down,
They brought,
wiped it off.
yeah, they brought the
Yeah,
Clorox and paper towels out to the stage.
that
Yeah,
might have
but
been a Club
that
thing.
was
I
at
don't know.
that was that's that's at the cheap one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had to pay for their own music too and the jukebox. They didn't have a DJ.
yeah, that's right.
Good time.
The bologna sandwiches are right over there.
We got
Well, if you're
mayonnaise, bologna sandwiches, Fritos, and there's a crock pot full of something. Blanche brought it. So,
Yeah,
what?
so Disney said that the parades, night and nighttime spectaculars will return at a later date. In addition, high touch experiences such as makeover opportunities, playgrounds, and character meet and greets will temporarily be unavailable
Hmm.
when they open on July 11th.
Yeah, I could see that.
And said the number of people they allow in the park will be significantly reduced.
Or you just get your picture with someone from, the 6 feet
Vegas.
away.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Vegas
the
characters.
Vegas. Oh yeah, those
The
characters.
scary Mickey
Oh,
Mouse, scary Minnie Mouse.
those are gross. The overweight Spider-Man
Yeah.
on on his
Speaking
cell
of
phone.
Vegas, my mom and dad were supposed to go to Vegas right before Corona hit, and they canceled their trip. It was all booked through Southwest. And then, so since mom and dad canceled, Southwest was only giving them a year to reuse the credit. She texted me today and said that they called Southwest back to see if they could get an extension, and they have until 2022 now to use their credit,
Oh wow,
which really surprised me.
yeah, that's giving them a long time. Huh, that's cool.
So what did you guys end up doing about your cruise? Is that like
2021.
is it just backed up a year?
Yep,
What month?
July.
That's when we're booked. Or yeah, I think that's when we're booked to go.
I think we leave the first, and then we get on the boat like the 6th or 7th.
Yeah, I don't know. We're having second thoughts now.
Are
Even
you?
though it's a year away.
You
Yeah.
can cancel up to 2 days before right now. There's no harm in staying booked right now.
Right. Yeah.
Well, if you have
Just
another
out that-
year to wait,
Right.
Right.
but that'd also be kind of a bummer if you wait that long and you don't have any other vacation plans or anything.
Right. Kind of like what happened this year.
Yeah.
Well, now
Yeah.
summer school's moved to July, so I don't know. I mean, summer school's going to be virtual, but I don't know what we'll be able to do with that. Or Jackson's going to take PE and health virtually for summer school to get those credits knocked out.
How do you just lift weights or whatever in front of a camera?
That's remained to be seen. I don't know. I had a conversation about that today, so
You
we'll
know
see.
what? Didn't we take a something at Jefferson College that was I think it was a gym telecourse or something, and all you had to do is write that you went swimming or did this or did
Right.
that, and you'd end up getting
Yeah.
credit. There was no real class. You just
Right.
had to keep a log of what you did,
Yeah, I remember that.
which,
Yeah, I think you had to get it signed or something though.
yeah, but I don't think there was any problem getting it signed.
Right.
It was, what did they have gym teachers for? Yeah. Well, you guys, have you watched anything exciting on TV? Because there has not been anything on.
Hell's Kitchen started last night.
No, it's a rerun from 2 years ago.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's season 17. It
Huh.
played. Yeah, it because the last season was season 18.
Huh.
I was.
Well, I should have known something when they said that they would be in charge of the Vegas restaurant, the new Vegas restaurant. I was
Yeah.
thinking that's been there a while.
Well, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, cool, and then I'm like, wait a minute, All Stars. I know they did this before. Like this all looks familiar, and sure enough, yeah. And I think they're doing a lot. They're playing a lot of Gordon Ramsay's old shows, like just rerunning seasons because they have nothing to
Oh,
air.
really?
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Fox is the Gordon Ramsay network during the
Yeah.
summer.
right. But I guess they have nothing recorded, so
Right.
I don't know.
Well, nobody's been able to do anything for the last 2 months.
Yeah, yeah. Which I haven't watched any of the late night talk shows like uh, Jimmy Fallon or any of those, but I wonder how well they're really doing being at home recording
I don't know. I
because
haven't watched
Oh,
them either.
we watched a lot. We don't watch them at their regularly scheduled times, but we watch the YouTube videos all the time, and they have millions of views.
really,
Yeah, they seem to be doing pretty well. The monologues are pretty funny.
I guess they do well. I wonder how well they do online versus the actual network.
Yeah, I
Be-
don't know.
I don't know. Is I don't know. It just seems like what we do. It doesn't seem that I don't know. When you watch TV, you want it to be polished and look, you know, be not and then
You're
you
all, I don't know. You're awful pixelated.
Yeah,
no, not in this camera. That one maybe, but whatever.
there's like the local news. Well, I mean, I guess all local news people for the most part. There's a portion of them that are,
Still
you
in their
know,
basement. Yeah.
yeah, which I don't mind. I mean, I really don't care if the guy's going to be, reading me the headlines from his garage or whatever.
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
really matter.
Yeah, maybe. Saturday Night Live is one show though that I didn't. I like they were doing that at home, and I don't know. I only watched the first one where they did that, and I was like, I don't get this.
With Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it didn't really flow, and I
Right.
get it's
Did you actually watch it at the time that it aired or just through
yeah
YouTube?
I did, and I had
Hmm.
to I turned it off like I don't know. Pete Davidson came on with something. I'm like, what? I don't get this. This is some rap thing. I don't understand.
Right.
I, I don't understand. And then there was something else, and I'm like, this isn't funny. I don't. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's me. Yep, yep, guys. That's what we
I
got.
haven't been watching too much of anything.
Season finale of Below Deck was Monday night.
Uh,
Oh, I missed that
New
one
new
and all of
new
them.
season. New season starts Monday.
You mean it?
wow, that's a quick turnaround.
The season finale and then the.
Well, they have 3 different boats that they record on.
Okay. When does Mandalorian season 2 come out? Because I'm ready for that.
Probably like year from now.
It's done. They have it all ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm ready for. And I I don't know what they're gonna do with all the movies that are supposed to come out this summer. I guess they delay them all. What was
Well,
it?
they're not like July, late July, isn't it?
I think Tenet is the first big movie that's gonna be coming out. It comes out in July, and it's I don't know supposed to save movie theaters. I don't know.
Yeah, well, did you hear Amazon's going to buy AMC?
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Well, I wonder if that happens. If that's gonna stop them from providing AMC to the
No.
different.
The AMC movie theaters.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
That's
makes more
surprising.
sense. Well, they could show all their movies there too,
Right.
because
Right.
Huh.
Netflix owns a theater too, a theater chain.
Really?
Yeah, it's a smaller independent chain though. I can't think of what it's called. I don't think there's any around here.
AMC was the one that what did they do? Like their president decided not to run some other movies or some movies from different theaters. Some what am I
Yeah,
trying to say?
they said they weren't going to play any, do any Universal movies
Yeah.
anymore because they came out. Universal came out and said that video on demand worked great for them for their Trolls movie,
Oh
and
yeah.
they made so much more in video on demand. They never said that they weren't going to still release their stuff to theaters, but AMC said, "Well, we're not going to do that," and then they came in back and said, "Fine," became a pissing match.
Yeah.
Which,
Well, it's AMC. They've declared bankruptcy like 3 times.
yeah, they AMC has no room to talk. They don't create content, so they need Universal. They need all these to sell in their theaters.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
fun times. I want to go to the theater.
Do you?
I do. I miss going to the movies. I miss going to, well, hopefully I can go to gotta make a reservation. The restaurants are a little weird now how they have like different sections. Have either of you been to a restaurant?
We went to Tetros two
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Is it like every other booth or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we Carnivore is back open,
Oh, are they?
and that's one of our favorite restaurants. We think we're gonna try and go there this weekend.
We got reservations for Annie Guns for our anniversary, so it'll be interesting to see how they do that.
Oh, that's cool. Is that when is that?
We're gonna go next week, next Tuesday night.
Oh, fun. Have you been out happily?
No, no, we haven't. We've just ordered to go a couple times, but I think Main and Mill's still not open, are they?
No.
No,
No, I don't think they seem I don't know if he's okay. I mean, if he's doing well. Well, like he said, he didn't think that he would make much more it would be worth it,
Right.
because you're
well,
going to
yeah,
have to
because
you'll need
yeah,
more staff.
and you'd have
And
like 3 tables.
but then again, we are in Jefferson County. People are kind of like, well, I'm going to go out and do whatever I want.
Right.
What's wrong with your voice?
I don't know. That's
Well, it's not as bad as Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh my God. Those videos are hilarious.
Man, I'll have to find it. There was a drone video of that one of the bars. Let me see if I can find it real quick and send it to you. It was ridiculous. The pictures that made it on Twitter hold nothing to this drone video of the actual crowd and
Hmm.
the amount of boats in the docks and all that stuff. Let me see if I can find it.
The one video that I saw looked just like the bar that we went to last year, but I can't remember what it was called.
Shady Gators or Redheads.
Might have been Redheads, yeah.
Yeah, Redheads was one of them. They're the one that had the signs that said social distancing 6 feet apart, and everybody was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a chat message of this video. It's not on YouTube. You have to go to the newspaper's website to see it. But the drone comes in and it comes over their docks with all the boats on it, and then shows the pool, and it's just obnoxious.
Where'd you send this chat?
In Google Meet.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
I mean, look at those people.
That is that's where we went last year.
No, that's Backwater. That's Backwater Jacks. That's not Shady Gators. Or that not Redheads. That's Backwater Jacks.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Wow. That looks like a concert. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And it was crowded, man. There's a gas dock down there, Kelly's Port Marine. They've been open for over 40 years, like 44 years. They said Saturday was their best day ever, period, in 44 years.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah. They sold more gas on that day than any other day.
Jeez.
So I'm trying to. Oh, okay. It's oh. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. Like,
yeah.
That's not. Have you seen? I mean, there's some pictures that show the crowds like this, but then there's a big banner above that says "Practice social distancing."
Yeah, I just said that.
I'm sorry, dude. I was kind of fixing the.
That was it. So, that picture was at Redheads, the one you're talking about.
Yeah, a guy I work with who has a place down there. He was saying that a lot of these places were really marketing these events that they were having, like to try to get people to come.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It was the first big weekend of the summer. Yeah. Backwater Jacks, that was their normal, it's called No Ducks Given party on Memorial Day weekend. But everybody had bands. I mean, we drove by one bar Friday night on the water that you could not have fit another person in their bar. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it's not work anymore.
So,
Greg's got company.
Yeah, sorry. Millie's awake. Say hi, Millie. Oh, we don't want to say hi.
How's Millie's new bed?
We haven't gotten the new bed yet.
Oh.
We'll get all the furniture and everything in a couple weeks. So we got so she'll get a big girl bed.
Cool.
And her crib will go to new baby. Good times. Well, guys, it is now 5:00, and you know what that means.
Time to start the show.
Time to start the show. I don't have anything else. But it has been fantastic. We really need to. I need to figure out some way. See, the problem is, I have no place to have a studio. I need to put power in where I want my studio, and because in the basement there's not a lot of power, and I don't want to do like I did at the other place and have extension cords everywhere.
No.
We could do it from your garage.
Oh, we could, I guess. It'd be just a over a camera or something,
Yeah.
or a phone. There's not much room in the garage. Well, I'll have to figure something out. I need
Or we
to
can sit
work
in the
on something.
driveway.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it's been fun.
All right.
So we will see you next time. Go to stuckandbetapodcast.com. If you like this, subscribe. If you like this, you're probably not to. If you didn't like it, you're probably not to the end. So, I'm. Who am I actually talking to? You know, at the end of
I
the
don't know.
video, if someone is still there, they probably are subscribing. I need to put this at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I've always said that.
Well, I don't hear you. Oh, look at the puzzle she did.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
That's nice. Good job. All right. We will see you next time.
See ya.
See you later, man.
See ya.